USA Terry Productions.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Connect 4. You thought we were gone, but we're not. And in fact, we came back full circle.
All the way full circle.
From the very first episode, it was you and me.
This was the idea brought into fruition, and to watch it grow from a seedling to a forest. Oh,
I mean, we didn't even know what we were doing.
Well, and you were testing the waters for something that you didn't even know was going to be so great.
It was just playing with the gear. And then I knew...
But I'm glad I got to be on the ground floor running with that. And then when I can, I'll come back and do a little something for the people. So
hell yeah.
That's exactly what we're going to get done.
And I think the people, they want to see some more PDP.
I think it would be unfair if we didn't unleash PD into the world.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. There's going to be a lot more PDP, so stay tuned. Let's get into it.
Okay, let's do it.
So let's start with 4 or 5 years ago when Connect 4 first started, and then you moved.
Okay.
Where you moved to New York?
Moved to New York. Wifey wanted to go home. She was missing home, so we made the decision to move up to New York. I took a leap of faith on I could be a man. I could take care of this family, you know. And, I was scared. Didn't know what the future held. You know, I could have either been successful or fell flat on my face, but fell flat on my face wasn't an option.
You spent your whole life in Florida up to that point.
Oh man, wow, yes, but everything was there. And I lived in Atlanta for 1 year during my childhood, but
yeah,
I don't even count that. Yeah,
about New York, because there's some massive differences. First of all, where in New York?
So we're upstate. We're by the Pennsylvania line. We live in Corning.
And what about that weather? That's the biggest thing
I'm gonna tell you right now. Fuck snow.
You moved to New York and you were DJing before. I mean, you've been DJing. We're gonna do a throwback here for a second.
Okay.
This is DJ P3 Shellman DJing at one of the house parties, one of my infamous house parties from back in the day.
You do not have that footage.
I do.
You do not. Oh!
We're gonna cut to it now.
Hey, motherfucking P3.
What up, pimp? Holla at your boy.
P3, nigga.
Talking about fucked up at Jamie crib, barbecue. What is it? 2005. What is it? October 12th. Holla at your boy. Big time.
It's crazy that I even have that. I don't know how I still have it,
Okay.
but I do.
I
met you, I don't remember the year. It was somewhere in between 99 and 2001-ish, I think. And you were already DJing then.
So, yes, especially in my Universal Studios phase, I was.
And that's how we met, ladies and gentlemen.
That's my dog, Jamie. I love him to death. He's like my little brother. The background behind me and Jamie we met each other through his brother, John. Shout out John White, my G till I'm dead. That is the closest thing to Superman I ever saw in my life. John White, I love you, bro. So me and John were hanging out, having a good time. I meet his little brother, Jamie. This guy. So we decided to start hanging out, and come to find out, we're like two peas in a pod. Here we are right now, years later.
We had legendary
multiple
parties
success.
With so Islands of Adventure was broken into separate islands. And we worked on Marvel Superhero Island. I worked at Spider-Man, he worked at the Hulk with my brother John, and a bunch of other friends. Mostly it was Hulk people. I was like the one guy who did not work at the Hulk with most of the crew that we hung out with. But we'd have these epic parties.
Yeah, after parties.
Where literally the next day people would all be calling in.
Oh my God.
They have to get rescues from all over the other.
You'd see a sea of people on the floor as you were walking out, trying to just get back home.
And funny enough,
we're talking legendary, epic parties.
You and I would still be up smoking,
chilling.
And the sun comes up
the whole night,
and we were still able to make it to work. And those people all called in. And you know what's funny? Because back in the day, it was like a landline, and they were calling from our apartment.
Right. So they all knew that.
The same number, and they had the number on file. But I'd be at work, and they're like, why is everybody calling in from your house?
Right, that's not your business. Those days, I was literally borrowing people's turntables and borrowing equipment, you know, to try to do these little events and try to make names for myself. And here in Orlando, you would have to imagine you'd be a tadpole in the ocean. There are so many DJs, so many different genre of DJs, so many really good DJs that it's really hard to kind of break out and get current and constant work. If you do, it's literally pennies on the dollar type of work.
It's been the same for me with Talented Productions.
You're a videographer company
in a town
in a sea of videographers. Yeah. You're right up the street from Full Sail.
Exactly. At this point, I have decided, you guys probably hearing it here first, I'm transitioning the company from a film like production service company to an entertainment. So we're actually going to be, you know, creating our own stuff. Which
content.
We've been doing
for a while, testing the waters for that for a while.
But I've got a bunch of other ideas coming up here. That I'm going to have several other YouTube shows. And also going to be making products. We're going to be 3D printing products.
Wow.
To go along with one of these shows.
Can I get a Glock though? I went to a town where I knew nobody. I knew my wife's family. We hang out every now and again, but I didn't have really a lot of people to hang out with. So I hooked my equipment up and I would practice, but I turn the lights on and I practice, you know, kind of to just keep myself a workhorse. And I was like, all right, well, let me try while I'm up here to start patterning myself towards work that I can DJ with as well. And I tried a couple of DJ companies and they weren't bad, but how their DJs were training DJs, I didn't necessarily agree with. So I was like, I have my own vision for my own company and I want to try to portray that. And again, dice into the wind, let's see what happens. And all of a sudden,
you started your own company.
Oh my God, like the gods bless. The gods see you when you hurt and when you try. When you hurt, they try to console. And when you try, they try to help you. God helps those that help themselves. Yeah. So now my DJ company is doing.
And what is this DJ company?
My DJ company is, thank you, Talent, Beats and Lyrics United Entertainment. You can find me on Facebook. Just go in the search bar and type Blue DJs and, sorry.
Yeah, we got it right here. We got it right here.
Type in Blue DJs and my page will come up, videos, pics,
in fact,
we want to go to some.
We have a commercial.
You made a commercial.
We made a commercial.
So for your Blue DJs company. Has a commercial. Let's run it.
Check it out.
Hello, everyone. How are you today? I am DJ P3. So we got big speakers and small one too. We got light to flash, light to stay still. Flash, deal. So please contact me at 407-529-6465. Go on to Facebook, look for the Blue DJ. Have all the finest. We have all the top equipment of the nation. The gmail.com. Put it. Every time I start trying to say something, nigga. Hey, let me tell you something right now, I'm a suit. To have the #1, goddamn, this is Snickers Bob. Hire me and my company, Blue DJs. We are #1. We have.
What does the future hold for DJ P3? Jamie, that is a good question, bro, because I'm doing well in New York. I've been at my job a few years. I've been at my 9 to 5 a few years, like 5 years. in the past year and a half, I've made more money as a DJ than I ever have in my life. A lot of people hit me up for weddings. So why would I, you know, clamor to try to start a fire, and as soon as the fire gets burning, douse it, put it away, and go try to start another fire somewhere else? If that allows me to stack up enough money to sell my house there and move back here, great. I still want my hands DJ company in New York, where I am still flourishing, but doing a few jobs, but be remote.
Start popping it here. Go and
I'd love to change.
Listen, I travel. If anyone wanted to hire me to work on a film project or whatever,
you'll go.
If the budget's there, I'm there.
Game on. Right. You're going to need help with that budget, and that's where
that's what it is.
Contracting
and pay me to do what I do. Pay me the fair wage, and I'm down. And I bust my ass. With you too, it's the same thing. You're talking about like maybe not wanting to start a fire somewhere else, but and you know, it being a much larger pond here in Orlando. But now you have all of that.
The accolades. I'm so passionate about DJing that it's now I understand when people say it don't be about the money at some point. It's about, well, your honesty of artistry.
Yes.
So if you're truly what you say you are, you don't have to say a word. Your actions will show everything that you're doing. So I am chasing, my company is chasing honesty of artistry. I love DJing.
I love that.
I'm so passionate about my company, which you were just saying how passionate you are, how hard you work at it. I know DJing to people on their side is that guy's just picking a lot of music to be played. There's a whole formula and scheme that happens behind that. A lot of people don't understand that, especially when it comes to the pricing game. And that's when I need boxing gloves and a mouthpiece. I can't with people sometimes. I'm like, I'm gonna tell you what my worth is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my bottom line, and then we start talking at bottom line. And they're like, well, let's talk about your bottom line. Let's drop that to this. And I'm like, I just told you bottom.
Yeah.
What you're doing is going negative bottom, and then I'm out of the conversation.
See, and I tried. I mean, I have tried to sacrifice and like, I'm like, all right. So let's say it's somebody I know, and they're working on a project that I believe in, and it's something I think, you know, whatever. But still, they're asking me to do something
we need you for 4 days.
For even less than the gas it costs to get there. I can't do it. I did it a couple times, and every time I have helped somebody out,
it burned you in the end. It ended up burning you.
Yeah. And in fact, I mean, I got no thanks even really.
Oh yeah.
This is the craziest thing. All right, so you have friends, and then you have people you don't know.
Okay.
Now, the people you don't know are way more likely to pay you
to respect what you're asking. Boom.
But your friends who support you
are your backbone, are your full support for mental and
because they
stability.
Know you somehow, your value goes way down.
Like, okay.
No, and it's the same with, how about not even paying anything? How about I have a show like this, and you don't share it?
You don't like it? You're not even one of the few.
Or they, no, you know what is that?
How do I get people in Switzerland that never shook my hand or breathed the same air, liking an episode or liking a photo or just showing that much support, saying, hey, I like what you're doing. And then I'm like, hey guys, I post every week. Every week and yet, I post.
It's something to do with the fact that they're too familiar or something. Your value goes way down because they're like, well,
and
you know, I know him. That's what he does. Whatever. I don't have to watch every episode.
That's Stu Shellman. He's a DJ. Everybody's a DJ. It's like you just shitted on my DJ company that I've amassed through hard work, blood, sweat, and tears.
And what they don't understand too is, I'm not a businessman.
I'm a business man. God damn. That's why I'm not real. I'm at question mark with the question, what does the future look like? I really don't know. I'm really at a crossroad right now. I have a home in Florida. Money is New York.
I wish you were back here, though. I gotta be honest.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Courtney keeps saying, hey, we need to move back, we need to move back. And trips like this, I'm down this Christmas. I'm with a bunch of my brothers and sisters, and I'm with my friend that I was DJing with before I left. And
well, just think of all the stuff we
oh my God.
I mean, beyond that, and yeah, great. Fuck you. I love you guys. I love you guys. But you know, for real, like, I'm
the opportunity for more is limitless, and that is just the truth of it all. So, it's been tugging on me a little bit.
You know, see, what's killing me about the alien, really on your level of understanding, they ain't supposed to exist. So just for the sake of what we got going on, aliens do not exist. I've been to the Cuomo party, and Cuomo released to me what the secret to the alien was. Y'all thought I was lying. Everybody talk about this alien and bullshit left and right. When the hiccup once and for all. When Cuomo had the meeting with me in the secret room, the secret file to the alien, and I synced it. Old Peter synced it. I'm telling you right now, that's what they got protecting the president, and that is what they're serving in your lima bean. I tell you what, you better cut the fucking lima bean and believe in the presidency. Cause goddamn, you ever seen the alien? Have you? May I ask a question? Have you seen the alien before? I have. I done seen that motherfucker. I was partying with that son of a bitch. Goddamn, this my G right here. My G name H to the 5th. Me and H to the 5th, goddamn, we get it down. And we got that honey right there. What's up, bro? I told you that the Cuomo wasn't lying and I wasn't either. This my G H to the 5th. And me and H to the 5th gonna smoke all the Newport on earth and leave your bitches stranded. I told you I thought I was crazy, and now you done seen it. Elon Musk is the president of the aliens. What's happening here? The aliens, they got an agenda, and in their agenda, they make Elon Musk, they make him the president, and his agenda is as follows.
I love being in pieces. As a matter of fact, there's a secret gem of myself on that Steve Harvey show. You didn't know about this. We're gonna drop one on Jamie right now. The Steve Harvey show came out to Universal at the time I was with my oldest son's mom, and it was finagled for me to be an extra on set. And after that episode aired, you saw me all over the screen, all over the background, all over.
What did you say? Whoa!
At the Incredible Hulk. No, pig. I'm talking about the roller coaster.
I was on the Steve Harvey show. I met Steve Harvey. I met the principal. I met Cedric the Entertainer. I met his girlfriend, the one that plays Levita, Alize Jones. I met Bullethead. I met Stan Lathan, which you don't have to know who he is. He's just the biggest thing in black entertainment ever, right. Directing most of the Steve Harvey movies, the Kings of Comedy. Def Comedy Jam. Yeah. Stan Lathan was one of the directors on that show. Was one
I love
of the
that. Def Comedy Jam and actually Def Poetry Jam.
And so I met his son, and he was kind of in charge of the extras and what they were doing. Real cool dude. Let's go.
I was an extra in a movie.
Oh, here we go.
Sidney White. It ended up being called Sidney White. At the time when they were filming it, it was called Sidney White and the Seven Dorks. And it was, what was her name? She was one of those Disney kids. Amanda Bynes.
Okay.
So it was Amanda Bynes starred in it, and it was like a play on Snow White.
Okay.
And she was in college, and she joined a sorority as like a prank kind of thing. Like she didn't really want to be a part of it. I can't remember the whole premise, but I'm in that movie, the scene where she like rips her dress off because they're pinning all the girls who's becoming part of the sorority.
Okay.
And then she doesn't get it because the mean girl.
Oh, of course.
Whatever, and she tears this dress off and then runs down the stairs and leaves, and everyone's like, oh. Like, I'm one of those people going, oh.
Finally, Sydney White. I'm afraid we have a bit of a situation. Sydney White has exhibited inappropriate Kappa behavior. Mr. Hood's all about, then I don't want any part of it. I want that dress back. Take it!
Funny story about that whole day too, because it was being filmed in that Church Street station, the very famous Glory.
Very nice
area, and we knew a friend of mine's aunt was a makeup artist.
Okay.
So she was able to talk to the crew and be like, "Oh, this guy's an aspiring director. Can he hang out with the crew?" Because they kept all the extras in a room, like a locked room.
Okay.
So you couldn't leave. This is part of, because you have to sign something. For continuity, they need you the whole day. So if you get paid, I think it was like $75 and 3 squares.
Okay.
3 good meals.
No, you're right. You're
Craft
eating like the cast.
Yeah.
Like the cast.
And you had, in the room that they locked you in, there was all the snacks and drinks you could imagine. Since it was agreed, I could hang out, they let me hang out with the DP, the director of photography, which is the dude running the camera. And at one point I had to go to the bathroom. So I'm like, I'll be back. And I went to go to the bathroom, and on the way, sitting in one of these director's chairs was Amanda Bynes.
Okay.
But I'm not like
a fan like that.
Yeah, I didn't watch that Disney. I didn't even know who she was.
Right, well, you were just saying sitting there in the chair over there.
She looked familiar.
Okay.
So as I'm walking by, I stop and I'm looking at her, and she's on her phone, and she just looks up at me. And I'm like, did we go to high school together? And she just like rolls her eyes, gets up and walks away. And I went to the bathroom, but when I came back, there was someone waiting for me. And this dude's like, "You're an extra, right?" I'm like, "Yeah," but he's like, "Nope, come with me." So he takes me to the room, and I'm like, No, I'm supposed to be out there.
Right, with the director of photography.
And as I'm saying that, and he's going to shut the door, all these other extras are like, "I know the makeup artist." So I got stuck in there for like an hour.
They put you in extra jail.
Before she came to get me finally, she pokes her head in the room. She's like, "Jamie, what are you doing in here?" I'm like, they put me in here.
I've been locked up, bitch.
That's my extra story.
So, long story short, we're both very trained in the business. We're both astutely
we've been on
foundations.
No, I hate that when somebody's like a real set. When I talk about that independent film I was working on, that's as real a set as any. There was gear to lug around, professional lights, professional mics, professional cameras. You know, the budget was just
not there. It's way not there.
That's the only difference.
And then people are just gonna have to start understanding money makes the world go round.
There's a scale to things. I challenge you, sir, to a game.
I ain't scared
of Connect Four.
Jamie, I'm gonna be the first motherfucker to beat your ass every time.
I lost twice already.
My name's Shem. You done beat
I lost twice
you done beat me twice already. The stats ain't good.
You going for 3?
I'm going for the 3-man. I ain't scared.
Let's go.
Let's meet tonight's players. Versus. Let's play Connect 4.
Round 1.
That's the defending champ. I make the first move.
You still got.
All right, some escapees. Here we go. All right, let's get it.
Bum, 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 bum. We're going in, people. Harder than we ever have before. You gotta be careful. Everyone tends to think like, oh, I beat him before, so it's gonna be so goddamn easy. But then you get overconfident, you don't pay attention, and then boom. It's happened to me multiple times. I've had people where I was like, I got this. Not looking, and then and then it happens. I'm always shocked every time. I'm like, wait, what did I do? How did I miss that? That's always the way it is in this game with everybody. How did I miss it?
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if one false move?
I think he's learned his lessons a little bit. He lasted longer than ever before.
You know what I'm saying? It's the reefer. I'm trying to tell you, you got some scientific shit on your hands here. I don't know what's going on, but boy, that shit got me thinking, probably slowing the fuck down like Neo.
Bullet time. I'm not gonna miss it this time.
Man, y'all had Neil Patrick Harris ducking Neo.
Bro, did you watch that, the new one? I was not a fan. It seemed like a low-budget Matrix movie. Not that I like Neil Patrick Harris in it, actually. I thought it was a little clever, but at the same time, I don't know. I still think they just should have stopped at one.
Okay.
It'd have been fine with one Matrix movie. Oh, fuck you. I almost bit it. I saw that shit. Now see, here's where the game is fun for me.
Okay.
Because I know if you play the waiting game.
It's just it all boiled down to a couple moves.
Yeah.
Some of it, my next move is helping you win. I hate that shit. Fuck you.
Dun, 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 dun. Round one over.
Boo. Fuck that shit. I almost had his ass in the corner. That's a lie.
Round two.
All right, ready for round two?
I see you driving around town with the girl I love. And I'm like, that was the quickest game.
Get the fuck out of here. How many moves is that?
Oh my God, 3 for me. 3 and go. That's gotta be the record ass whooping Connect Four ever.
0 for 3.
But I love it to death. I do this over and over. Captain Kept. Holy shit.
I can't tell you.
Hey, fuck you, bro. You goddamn Connect Four, I can never beat you at.
One day. We're gonna do it again.
Okay.
Come back towards the end of season 3.
Okay. Okay. I'll be more than not. And I'm gonna find a way to beat your ass. This is damn Connect Four. This is ridiculous. I feel like a little dummy. I feel like, drool and shit on the table.
We've proven. Now, playing each other 3 times, you can't beat me. However, there is hope. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time ever, I'm gonna be showing people this. For rematches going forwards in the future, we are gonna play Connect Four Spin.
Oh man, I saw the commercial for that. I saw the commercial
Which
for
is going to change
the whole dynamic.
Because some of it is just luck. When you spin it, if it goes in one direction and your pieces line up, then automatically you just
good.
won.
You're good. Otherwise, that board gonna switch.
This is gonna get crazy.
Wow, wow, wow. That's exciting.
But
that's
listen,
exciting.
Showman, I can't thank you enough for coming back and doing the show. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Fucking A. Thank you, Talent. Thank you, Orlando. Thank you, New York. Thank you, Connect 4 Podcast. These podcasts have so much meat content. This is steak and potatoes. You know, you get your friends, you get your Peter Pete's, you get your Carlos, and you get your my man Sonny Talent. Shout out to my man Sonny Talent.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sonny. But you're not gonna get this in another podcast. Not this much entertainment and education at the same time.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Jamie. Thank you for presenting this to us, giving us something to eat off of.
Yeah, and thank you guys, seriously, thank you guys for watching. This is 23 episodes deep. We're not done. We're never gonna be done until I am dead and buried. This show will just keep going. You might not see it as frequently. I mean, you guys have noticed over the last couple of years it hadn't been coming like it had early on.
Well, you know, everything has a reformat. Everything has a return.
But we're still here. We're still here. We're still doing it. I love you, man.
Thank you, guys. I love you more, my G. Fucking A. This is Talent, ladies and gentlemen.
And this is DJ P3.
And this is Connect 4.
You always say talent is talent. It is pronounced talent. How do you? What's the thing? What's the thing that's on the eagle's foot?
There's an eagle talon.
Talon.
Talon. Yeah,
all right. So
eagle talon.
If you spell T-A-L-O-N, talon, add a T at the end.
Well, it's talon.
Talon.
Okay.
You don't go talon. It's an eagle talon.
It's not an eagle talon.
It's a talon.
It's a talon.
Yeah, talon.
Talon.